Hey y'all, Sprinkle Sprinkle. How are y'all? All right, we are on this channel. What's that? All right. Hold on, I got to share the video. Oh, I forgot. 1 second. Here we go. Oopsie. We are live. I want to share the video real quick. All righty. All right, how are y'all? Hey. Welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. Good morning. It's almost afternoon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, let's light a candle, shall we? So we're going to be talking about preventative magic, not desperate magic. Y'all be doing the desperate magic, and I don't know what y'all be doing. Magic at the last minute. When it's too late. Trying to manifest and do stuff at the last minute when it's too late, when the damage has already been done. Y'all have to do preventative magic versus magic when you're in desperation, okay? So, I think most people, when they get into a spiritual, life, they don't understand that magic or manifesting or spell work or all that kind of stuff needs to be preventative, not desperation, because the energy that's behind desperation is not as good or as powerful as preventative energy, preparation energy, logical energy. Okay, so it's kind of like insurance. You're going to set yourself up good so that if something should occur, it's handled. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all magic is that GoFundMe magic, and some is that good insurance magic. You know what I'm saying? So if you think of magic or manifesting or stuff like that, you're gonna win, period. Okay. How you perform your manifestations and magic and your spell work also depends on your current mindset. Are you a person that procrastinates a lot? Are you a person that's preventative? Are you a person that's logical? Also, that's how you're going to be spiritually, okay? Because it all goes together. Everything you do go together. So if you're irresponsible in real life, you're going to be irresponsible spiritually. If you are unorganized in your real life, you're going to be unorganized spiritually, okay? You're going to be all over the place. If your thoughts are uncontrollable in your everyday life, your spiritual thoughts are going to be uncontrollable as well. So you got to get it together on both ends. And it's better, since you are in the 3D world, it's better to get it together first in the 3D world, because everything gonna add up on the spiritual plane. That's why you got to get it together in the real world first. All right. Also, do preventative stuff. Don't do it when it's too late, when it's almost too late. Da, 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 da. All right. That's what y'all got to do. Be more preventative versus desperate. Desperation is negative. It comes from a place of lack, and it don't get you nowhere. Okay. So you don't need to be performing spells or manifesting in an energy of lack. Best time to do money spells is when you got money. Best time to do love spells is when you're in love or someone loves you. Best time. And the spells don't have to be specifically for anything. They could be in general, forever, for always. There is no time, so why put a limit on it? Prevention, protection, that's how you do it. Okay. Just like insurance. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you got to do it. Always. Good morning, y'all. You should do the money spell when you feel like you got the most money. Whenever your bank account is at its highest, look at it, play some music that reminds you of being abundant and financially abundant. Put on all your good clothes, drink some good whatever that makes you feel expensive. You got to get in that frequency. Okay, you got to get in the frequency of wealth to feel it. Bougie, put on your bougie outfit, light your bougie candles, put your jewelry on, play the music, whatever. Get in the energy of being wealthy. Then that's when you do it, when you feel it, when you're not lacking at all, when you're most abundant. Okay. So that's when you're doing your manifesting or your spell work for money, when you absolutely are vibrating on a higher frequency of wealth and you're feeling it. This is going to just amplify itself. Okay. Don't do it when you're broke and lacking, because that ain't work. All right. So preventative, strategic, planned out, do it. That's what you got to do, because most people do spirituality and desperation, and that's not why you should ever turn to magic, spirituality, manifest. You should never turn in for desperation. You should turn in for knowledge on how to do more beyond what religion gave you. That's the only reason you should come to it. You shouldn't come to it after, looking for revenge, looking for power, looking for stupid stuff that you could get anywhere. You know what I mean? You should come to it ready to learn, to see things from a different perspective and a broader perspective, and to understand how stuff really works. If you came in to spirituality for the wrong reason, that's okay. You can change and understand what it really is. All right. So we're doing preventative magic versus desperate magic. Now, let's talk about, since y'all are here, some of y'all on my other channel, y'all are always asking me about someone's somebody's ex. Oh my gosh. He can't get over his ex. He can't do this. He can't do that. Well, there's a woman that he keeps talking about. Why? That woman has something on him, honestly. Most men who are spiritual, most likely have dated someone spiritual. Someone that knows magic, most likely. And she might got a hold on him, right? He just can't let go. Even though he tried, he can't let go. Because she done put that sprinkle on him. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're getting into a relationship with a spiritual man who used to date a spiritual woman, she probably got something on him. So how do you prevent that? How do you get rid of it? How? Your aura, your energy, your whatever has to be bigger than hers. And the effect that she had on him and his life. Okay? So preventative. Now, how do you prevent meeting a man who's already, found somebody that then put that on him? You said, come on, Mariah Carey. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? Okay, so how do you get rid of that? Like, let's say you find a man and you're like, you keep talking about his ex. You got to flip the script. You got to talk about your ex. You got to talk about the man that has something over you. But don't do it in a direct fashion. Just name qualities about someone that he doesn't have. He'll know who you're talking about. You ain't got to even fill in the blanks. And what you're going to do is you're going to shift the focus from the last woman or the ex onto competition of someone from your past that has a hold on you, because men are naturally possessive and they want your full attention. And if they think a man has something on you that you can't stop mentioning, his qualities that he does not possess, then his focus is now on you, and now you have the power, and you have to wield that power accordingly. And then that's how you do that. Okay? You got to be bigger than her in his mind. All right. And the only way to direct the attention back to you is to give him some fake competition. All right. So sprinkle, sprinkle. Good luck with that. But you still got to be bigger than her, because the attention is always going to revert back. Okay. Notepad and pen is ready. Give us tips. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You want to increase your energy and your aura before you do spell work? You got to have some certain tools in place. All right. Got to get your water. Got to be hydrated. You need your candles. Yeah. You got some type of oil. Rose oil is the highest vibrating oil, so you could use some of that. Okay. That together. And then do your preventative magic, whatever you choose to do. But you need to be hydrated. You need that fire. You need that water. Fire. Okay. Then you speak, which is the air. All right. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then, like, if you're doing abundance spells or whatever, you need to have some type of money, some type of check, some type of abundance, some gold, some diamonds, some jewelry that represents the earth, but in abundance, and you know, all that kind of, you need to have something to come from the earth. You use a crystal or whatever, you know, something that was grounding, that you're focused on. Okay. You said, can you charge the love potion number 7 and use it for spell work? Of course. That's what I made it for. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if y'all don't have my love potion number 7, y'all really get it. It's linked in the description bar if you scroll down. Or, yeah, you can find it on my post area and when I post up on YouTube, or it's in the link on my bio on my SheraSeven Instagram. So all the ingredients in my love potion number 7 are love potion ingredients. Okay. So that's why I named it that. Y'all go ahead and get it. Let me link it to y'all, baby. Let's see. La la la. Now it is long lasting. It has 100 milliliters of perfume, and it's oil based. So you're gonna love that. Where are we? Okay, let me link it here. It'll last you forever, girls. Shera, what is your opinion on anxiety? Because you don't have a plan. I think a lot of time anxiety comes from being overstimulated with no plan and nothing to do with yourself. Okay, overstimulation and nothing to do with yourself. So most people did not suffer from anxiety until social media began to take over, because you're all too stimulated and you don't have a plan, because you see all these things happening and you think you should be doing this, you should be doing that. You keep comparing yourself to this. You don't have your own plan in place and you're overstimulated, you know? Shera, love this channel. How can we increase our manifesting abilities and magic by your spells haven't always turned out the best? You got to be confident when you do your magic. You gotta, like I was telling y'all earlier, when you do your magic, you're supposed to be at your highest peak of frequency about what you're doing. You don't do it when it's too late. You don't do it when you need it. You do it before you need it. When you got it already. That's when you do your spell work. When you got what you already doing spell work for, or when you got something similar. If you can't do that, then you need to use your imagination and get in that frequency of already feeling like you got it. But if you're doing money spells, do them when you feel the most rich, when you feel the most abundant, when somebody is giving you the most money, when you're wearing the nicest outfit or in your jewelry, you know, feeling like you got money already. Do the money spell then when your frequency is high in abundance. Okay? If you're going to do a beauty spell or a glamour spell, do the spell when you look at your best. When you're looking good. When you look in your best. Okay? That's how you're going to get better results. Better results. Faster results. Because you're already going to be in that frequency. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we're doing preventative magic. Okay. Self-love spells. Best to be done when you're really feeling yourself. You know, when you feel good about what you're doing and what you're looking like and how you are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see. So make sure you're doing it when you are at your highest frequency for whatever you're doing the spell work for. Don't do spell work in desperation or in lack. It ain't gonna work out. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to manifest a friend. Be somebody that friends want to be friends with, you know. When you have a friend, manifest another one. You know? You're with the friend already, manifest another friend. You feel like what it has to be, when you feel what it feels like to have a good friend, or think about your old good friend that you used to have if you don't have one anymore, and then manifest from that energy. Okay, so when we do preventative magic, we set ourselves up to win, okay? We don't do it when it's too late or while we're in it. We set ourselves up to win first and foremost. So however you do your spells or manifesting or whatever, if you use the moon phases, if you use this, it doesn't even matter. Just you got to do it when you're feeling it. All right? And before you need it, that's when you need to do it. You don't do stuff before you need it, you ain't going to have it. You got to stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. Thank you, man. Tips on working with Santa Huerta. Know who she is. Sprinkle. That's it. I would say if you're going to work with any type of archetype, you got to know the archetype represents and the energy that you need to work with it and the understanding of that energy that you need to work with it. All right. If you owe the IRS some money and you have a high paying job and comfortable lifestyle, how can I transmute that to profit? You got to hire an accountant to teach you or to help you learn how to write some of that stuff off. Because this is not a magical problem, but you can turn, that into some information. You can learn, and that's profitable. Knowledge is always profitable. You can learn how to write some of that stuff off. Okay. Do you have a business? You got a high paying job, but do you have a business? If you start a business, let me tell you, because I already know, you don't have to do no spells. This is just common sense. If you have a job and you start a business, get your LLC or EIN, take some of your money that you earn from your little job and put it in your business. Then go to the bank, get you a business credit card, a business savings, and a business checking account. I don't even care if you sell eyelashes, nails, whatever you sell online. I don't even care if you just do consultations and pay people to Zoom, whatever. All right. All the money that you're earning from your job, you can put it invested into your business. And whatever you spend out of that money, you can write it off on your business taxes. And everything you purchase should be about your business. You know what I'm saying? You can even buy a car that way and a house. So just depends on, what it is that you're claiming your business as. It also depends on what you can write off. So if you have a room in your house or your apartment, if you have a big room, you can section off the square footage of that room and deduct it from your rent or your mortgage. And so you get tax write-offs for it. And you got, That's how you get. You got to learn. The how you can profit is to get some information and learn. Okay, it'll save you money in the long run. A lot of people are doing that. My banker, if you have a bank, go talk to your banker. Your banker will give you all that information. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You should what? Okay, so I don't know if y'all are on this channel today, but I'll shout out to my other channel. Somebody sent me some gifts from my wish list, so thank y'all. I don't think y'all are on this channel, but I'll shout y'all out anyway, just in case y'all are. Taisha, thank you, girl. Maria, thank you, girl. I don't know who sent this. Hold on. Who sent this? E-Beeb. Thank you, but I'll shout you out on the other channel too, just in case y'all aren't watching this one. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so preventative. How do we make sure the pendulum is always swinging with positive? You create fake news, baby. Learn from the government, baby. The pendulum doesn't know what's real or what's not real. Do you understand that? You can see it like when you're talking about the law of rhythm and universal law. That's what she's talking about. The law of rhythm. What swings this way must swing back that way, right? The law of rhythm and your mental doesn't know it's real or not. So when you make fake stuff up and it swings this way, oh, this is some fake bad stuff. It's not real. And it swings back to something good, which is real. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you keep it in the positive. You do fake news, baby. All right. You make up some crap. You pretend something is wrong when it ain't nothing wrong. You lie, basically. So that's how you control the motion. You create the negative that's not real in order to create the positive that is real. That's literal alchemy. All right. What deity do I work with? Girl, Michael Jackson, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No. Divine feminine energy, actually. If you wonder what to do. Divine feminine energies. That was a joke, though. You know, I love me some MJ, so yeah. But divine feminine energies. You know I was reaching for that candle? Yes, you did. Okay. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on Reiki? Cats do it for free. All right, sprinkle. Do I believe in destiny swapping? I sure don't. I think it's a psychological program to convince yourself that you deserve something that you don't feel like you deserve in your real life. So you feel like someone else who knows what they deserve, want, and knows how to go get what they want, you feel like you need to destiny swap with someone who already has done their work and understanding what they deserve in life. You'll never destiny swap unless you understand what you deserve as a person. Okay, it'll never work. You know why? Because what you're really trying to do is feel deserving of the life you want, and you just can't do it. Something's blocking you mentally. All right. So whenever sometimes people make up stuff because they can't get over something. Sometimes people make up stuff spiritually to theorize or explain why they get stuck and how to, if that helps them get unstuck, to think that they swapped destinies with someone, more power to them. You know what I'm saying? But you can't swap destinies with anyone especially if some people don't even believe in destiny. Okay, you can't swap out something that people don't even believe in. Or if you believe in it in your own mind and that's going to help you get out of your own way, then more power to you. You know what I mean? So I don't believe in destiny swapping because I don't believe in destiny, period. But I feel people have free will. But if some people don't feel like that they're in charge of themselves, if some people feel like they don't deserve a good life, they're blocked mentally and they have to create something spiritually in order to feel that they deserve something more. You know what I mean? So whatever helps them, baby, more power to them. But I personally don't believe in destiny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You don't believe in destiny either? Me neither, girl. That's for people who don't take control of themselves or accountability for themselves. So, like, think about this. Goddesses and gods don't believe in destiny. So if you're on the level of mentality, you don't believe in destiny either, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you bought phase 1 through 3 of my elixir. How do I take them? Okay, each one should last you about a month. You should do 1 full dropper a day. That means one full dropper a day. That means like 1 full things of these. Oh, sorry. You can do half a dropper in the morning and half in the afternoon. Don't take it at night. You're gonna be all night. After you finish phase 1, great. Phase 2, you're gonna need a project or something really to work on because it's gonna give you a lot of energy. Okay. And phase 3 is gonna open up your intuition to where you have more discernment and that you're more sure of yourself and trusting of yourself. So that's how you take them. All right. Each phase needs to be taken one at a time, not simultaneously. Thank you, ma'am. And if y'all are curious about that, it's linked at the top of the live comments or in the description bar. Okay. Thank you, the Dr. Treasure. Thank you, girl. Why don't you believe in destiny? Because I'm a goddess, mentally. There's mentalities that you have to adopt in order to see things from perspectives. Okay. People that believe in destiny, they don't write their own. They don't create their own. They don't believe in free will. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if they say that they do and they still believe in destiny, then that's not, they don't add up, baby. Yeah, I do have a discount code for the elixirs. If you order more than 1 at a time, like if you order 2 or more, if you use this code GET10, you can get $10 off the order. There you go. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Preventative magic. Also, you got to be sure of yourself for that you are going to be successful in the future. Okay. So you got to have a mentality of creating manifestations or spell work that's preventative of anything that you know you're going to have in your future, because you're going to work towards it and you're going to accomplish it. And even if you don't, oh well, it's covered anyway, you know? So protection spells, abundance spells, self-love, glamour, whatever. Those spells or manifestations should be done as if it's for all time, forever, you know, in any situation. Like I said, it's like insurance. You should think of spell work and manifestations like insurance with automatic pay. Okay. For example, Your spell work should be like insurance that's taken care of and you don't have to worry anymore. That's how you need to do spell work, like you have insurance. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And I do have a spells playlist on this channel. If you go under my playlists, there's some stuff on there from years ago that I've done. If you want an example. Yes, if you look in the description bar, I do have a book and plenty of other books that I do recommend. But my actual book is this book, How to Manifest with Dark. I'm sorry, How to Manifest with Magic and Dark Cosmic Energy by a SHERA Goddess. You can get this on Amazon. It's linked in the description bar if you look through it. And it goes into the science. It goes into spirituality. There's spells. So I put everything in there. I break it down scientifically. I break it down with manifestation. And I break it down with spell work. So anybody can use the book, whether you believe in magic, whether you believe in manifestations or science. I break it all down. So everybody can see from different perspectives on how this works. Okay, now this was written a while ago, but it reads just like I speak. So it's not going to be some foreign language or something that you can't understand. If you understand my videos, then you're definitely going to understand my book because it's written exactly how I speak. Okay. What do you think about tarot reading? I think it's best done for yourself. I think it's best to do tarot reading for yourself because it's a divination technique, and you can use it for other reasons too. But it needs to be for yourself because only you can interpret what things are for your life. Okay, it's harder for another person to be able to read the cards for you and for you to understand it specifically, unless you allow them to just read them without explanation. You know what I mean? Like if you know the meaning of the cards, just have them give you the meaning of the cards and then you do your own reading later, just to confirm it. But I feel like readings should definitely be self-read and self-interpreted because other people are thinking on different wavelengths. They're vibrating on different frequencies. They're focused on different things. And whatever is going on in their life is going to reflect in your reading. They're going to see things that are reflecting in their own mind in your reading that may have nothing to do with you. So tarot in the first place, hold on, y'all. My phone is ringing. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Girl, who's calling me from Fort Lauderdale? Anyway. So anyway, tarot is meant for yourself, and it was originally created to read for yourself, not for other people. Go and do the history. And that's why when you do tarot readings on websites, you have to say for entertainment purposes only. That's one of the reasons, because people will really believe it. And also, it's literally to be read to yourself. It really means your path, not someone else's perspective for what's going on in their lives. So if they just give you a vague reading, like what the cards are and what the cards actually mean, then you can interpret it further for yourself. I think that's okay. But when they start to go too deep into it, using their own opinions and whatever, and they're literally reflecting off their own thoughts in life, you know. So you might want to be careful of who you have reading your cards too. If the person that you're going to have read your cards, if they think very similar to you, it's going to be a little bit more accurate to your life and understanding. But if they don't think similar to you at all, it's going to be off big time. because you're not on the same frequency. You don't live the same lifestyle. They're not going to understand you on a certain level. It's kind of like also a therapist. If you have a therapist that thinks the opposite of you, doesn't, lives a whole nother lifestyle, you're not going to get the understanding that you need. You know what I mean? So it definitely need to understand people do readings. People are flawed. People have their own minds. They're not going to always line up with yours or what's happening in your life. So if you're going to do tarot readings, learn how to do it yourself. Or now, just pull cards or just listen to the actual card meaning and don't let them over explain it with their own mind. Okay, that's it. So just give me the cards. Don't tell me no extra. Period. And you get all the, like, record it or whatever, and then go and do your own reading with those same cards and see what you come up with. Because a lot of times people are putting their own little spin on stuff and it ain't working out for you. Okay, I've seen it done too many times. And I used to read cards myself. And I never put the spin on it because I didn't care enough. I'm not putting the spin on it because I'm not trying to do all of that. Like, I don't need to convince you to do nothing. It's up to you. I don't care. Goodbye. So sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. What about Chat GPT? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they can give you no opinions, right? So I guess. How to clean bad thoughts from manifesting. You got to do preventative magic, okay? If you are finding yourself having bad thoughts all the time, do preventative magic to not have no bad thoughts, or to easily transmute the bad thoughts into into positive energy or money, okay? Just do the spell. Do a spell to combat that already, so that when they come in, the spell is working and you know it. And they'll come in a lot less because you're reprogramming your mind to not have them, okay? That's basically it. And start thinking about more positive things in life. Start thinking about more positive things in life. Get around more positive people, okay? Sometimes your environment is why and who you hang around. Get around some positive people, ma'am. Or watch some positive people. If you can't get around them, watch them online or something. Thank you, Samal. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. All right, so that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So preventative. Prevent stuff by setting up your environment, by setting up your manifestations or your spell work in advance before you need anything done. So when it happens, it's already taken care of. Oh, that's already taken care of. I don't have to worry about that. You're going to have less worry, less intrusive thoughts, less this and less that, because you're already taking care of it before that. You already did that manifestation or that spell work to handle that. So you ain't got to handle nothing. It's going to work out. You already did it. It's already done. Okay. So how do you manifest and get quick results? Manifest when you're, that's how. Manifest just in case. Manifest in advance. Just because. And you're not going to be worried about quick results, because when you need whatever it is that you manifest, it's just going to manifest because you already did it. It's going to be like automatic. Okay. So for example, if you do a money spell or manifest abundance, you got to use the correct words. All right. Constant flow of increased financial, money or whatever. Constant. That means forever. Increase, going up. Of financial, because abundance can be different things. Make sure you use these words. Constant increase of financial abundance. That is in my best interest and those who I love. All right. That's the key right there. And you put that all together, you ain't got to worry about nothing. It's going to be constantly increasing financial abundance. Da-da-da. Use the right words. The reason why some of y'all worry so much is because y'all using the wrong words in your spell work and in your manifestations, and you know it ain't right. So you constantly doubt yourself because you use the wrong words. You just programmed your subconscious mind with the wrong words. That's why you worry. Go back and fix it. Okay? When we buy our book on how to manifest with magic, can you sign it? No, it's done through Amazon, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not shipping these out. Amazon is. You got, okay. But just so you know, hold on. There's a picture of me on the back. And a thank you, a personal thank you to you guys, my subscribers on the back. Okay. Now, if you ever see me in person and you just happen to have your book, I'll sign it. If you want my autograph, you have to buy something from my Level Up Cosmetics store, my cosmetic line. It's linked in the description bar. And I'll write everyone a personal thank you card, and I sign it. SheraSeven. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Preventative magic. Don't do magic out of desperation. It's terrible. Don't do glamour magic when you feel ugly. Okay, you should do it when you feel your best. Okay? And you're most confident. And then, you know, and don't be in an environment that does not reflect what it is that you are manifesting. Go somewhere if you can't have it in your own home. Go somewhere where that feels abundant and manifest there. Or do your little spell work there. Go somewhere if your own place doesn't feel that way. You know what I mean? Thank you. I skipped your super chat. Hold on. What kind of preventative magic can you suggest? Any kind, whatever you can come up with. Abundance, love, financial abundance, beauty, self-love, protection, anything, whatever. Do it in advance, like insurance. You got homeowners insurance, you got car insurance, you got health insurance, you got dental insurance. Doing preventative spell work when you are at your highest, best feeling of what you're doing the spell work for is when you need to do it. Then when you can just do it and act like it's insurance, it's already done. You don't have to worry about keep doing it again. And make sure you use the correct word and words and wording so you're not doubting yourself, okay? You need to be strategic and write stuff down and then see what it's, sounding like, and then you put it out there, okay? So you can do that to your business, as you should. All right. That way you can walk around in confidence instead of worry and lack. It's kind of like when you don't have insurance and something, you're like extra careful and you're oh, you can't do that. We ain't got no insurance. You don't got no insurance. Don't do that. You can't do this. When you got that insurance, you just be doing stuff with no worries. I got insurance. We good. That's how you're supposed to do your magic, like it's insurance. How can you transmute everything? It seems like you be going wrong. Family relationships, finances, and heavy on your heart. Okay, so those things are separate from you. Thank you. Those things are separate from you. If they affect your frequency, you're doing everything wrong. You're supposed to affect the frequency of whatever it is, your family, your relationships, your finances. You affect the frequency of that stuff, not the other way around. You're not the wielder. You're not the wielder of whatever is happening. You're getting the reaction of it because you're not wielding it. Okay? You got to take the power in your own hands. You're letting it affect you instead of you affecting it. That's what I'm saying. You're allowing it to affect you, and you are not affecting it. Let that sink in real quick. So I'll explain. Become the cause of all those things. Become the cause of all those things. So, for example, you said, what'd you say? Family relationship. Become the cause of whatever it is you want to occur. Okay. Finances. Become the cause of your better finances. You got to become the cause. You can't just collect the effects. If you're not the cause, you can't change the effect. Listen to me carefully. This is alchemy, spiritual alchemy. If you are not the cause, you cannot control the effect. So that's how. Whatever way you need to become the cause of those things, that's what you need to do. And then you need to become, then the control of the effect is in your hands. Yeah. Do you become the cause with dark? You become the cause with whatever you need to use to become the cause. So if that's what you need, if you need to imagine yourself becoming the cause of something, close your eyes, go into a dark space, and imagine yourself being the cause of whatever it is you want to change, and then see the effect in your mind. Whatever that cause is, go and do it. For example, family issues. Sometimes you just need to say no and mean no without trying to people please or worry about what people think of you. Sometimes a no is going to change the effect of how people deal with you. All right. Sometimes stop caring about something so much and putting your foot down and having boundaries is the cause you need in order to get the effect that you desire. Some of y'all are just scared of everything. Okay. Cutting people off is also a cause. Never be afraid to cut someone off if they're not beneficial to your lifestyle. But you need to be the cause. Instead of complaining about the effects, you can't complain about nothing if you are able to be the cause and you don't choose to be. You bought some love and enchantment candles and want to manifest a new, rich, and generous boyfriend. Any advice on how to work these the best? Yes, and do it in general. I always say when you do any type of manifesting or spell work, do it in general so it brings an abundance of whatever you're asking for or whatever you're willing or whatever you're manifesting. Then you sift through whatever you got and pick the best. But you need options. Okay, don't manifest one, manifest some. Then sift through it or keep a couple. Okay. Sprinkle. Not one, but some. You know what some means? An abundance and more than one. Okay? Get you some. Then figure out which one you want. May the best one win, baby. Have them all. Some boyfriends. There you go. Do you think when men do spell work to attract women, they're trying to attract one special one? No, they're trying to attract a bunch. You do the same now. All right. Then you figure out which one you like or which ones you like. And put in the effort and that work in order to attract them in everyday life. You can't just go do some love spell and then walk around looking like who did it and why. You got to be prepared for when they approach. All right. There you go. Sprinkle. You gotta make sure you understand that. And look, if you think people Now, when you do spell work, you also, I'm going to talk about this in a second. Hold on. I gotta take a quick break, but sorry, y'all, I'm back. All right. Thank y'all for being patient. All right. Well, you said, how do I keep my room so beautiful and clean? Well, I have my little gifts that y'all got me here in my purse, but other than that, I make sure it's clean. I just get up every day and make up my bed and keep it neat. It's neat as I mean, it's organized. I have a lot of stuff in here. It's organized. I just make sure it's done. First thing in the morning, make up your bed. When you make up your bed, you're going to want to make sure everything else looks good too. So, tip, make up your bed and everything else you will keep neat as well, because it don't look, if your bed is made up and your room looks like a hot mess. Plus, it increases your chances of becoming rich and productive. Nice to see you too, Chelsea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A person you thought was a friend. Okay, Lightkeeper. A person you thought was a friend had asked me to go on a trip, and when we got back, they blocked me. Does this sound like a monitored girl? It sounds like you thinking too much. It sounds like you got on their nerves and they were too nice to tell you. Honestly, I don't look too deep into stupid stuff like that because I don't care enough. The ability to stay unbothered will save you a lot of issues. Okay? Who cares? You got on her nerves. There was something about you that she didn't click well with. Okay. Next. Goodbye. You had fun on your trip, whatever, whatever. You shouldn't be that dependent on another person's friendship anyway. So who cares? I really wouldn't care. Like, I'd be like, oh well. Guess I must have been too much for them. Not everybody can handle you, or you know what I mean? Some people just, they don't want to be your friend after they just spend a couple of days with you, girl. They found out the real you and they couldn't handle it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's quite right. Maybe you said something that they didn't agree with, and it was just done. But that's okay. You know, not everybody is supposed to be friends for life. Uh-huh. What? Do you believe in connecting with ancestors? You already do that with your DNA. Now, if you learn about them, that's a different thing. But you're already connected to them by your DNA. So, learning about something brings it to the forefront of your mind, and it connects you deeper, and then it activates your cell memory. So, learn about them is the same thing as connecting to them. You're already connected to them physically. You just need to connect to them mentally by learning about them. You said you watched my old video on Tesla and his pigeon. Yes. My daughters and I joke about that all the time. They make fun of me for it, and I laugh and I say, you just don't know. You said they're definitely not monitoring spirits if they blocked you. Exactly, girl. What you y'all are see when y'all start coming up with listen to me very carefully. When y'all start coming up with ways that people are affecting you, you're you're not living in your power. Okay. Okay, we were talking about the pendulum swing earlier, how to keep it positive. Well, if you're going to keep introducing negativity into your life by just grabbing stuff out of the air and thinking people are this or thinking people are that, that's going to be real to you. Okay, not fake. It's going to be real to you because you're making it real by thinking about it too much and by trying to find an answer for what is just obvious that that person just don't like you no more. Okay, so stop trying to grasp for straws and use that energy to create more abundance. Okay, instead of thinking why this, why. Put all that energy into a money candle, a manifestation, how to get this money, glamour magic, or whatever. Stop wasting it on someone that no longer wants to be in your life. Okay? Don't give your energy away. That's how you keep stuff positive and abundant. Then when you do a spell or a manifestation to constantly bring you financial abundance, it's also going to change your mindset on not wasting any time, energy, money, or whatever on a whole nother person. Okay? That doesn't like you. That doesn't, you're not bothered. It's going to redirect your energy and bring you some money. So stop looking for stuff. Stop looking for it. If it's not money, if it's not positive, if it's not productive, stop looking for it. Because whatever you're looking for, you're going to find it, baby. And it's going to be real to your mind and your energy. So look for something better. Thank you, the Dr. Treasure Sprinkle Sprinkle. Did I say that right, girl? Let me read. Yeah. Thank you, girl. Stop looking for bad stuff. Stop it. If you became spiritual just to become paranoid, you did it wrong. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Spirituality should be peaceful. It should be preventative and creating your best life. All that other crap is not. Okay? So if you get into magic, if you get to spirituality, if you're going to be paranoid, then just walk right back out. Go back to religion. All right? You're not supposed to come here to be paranoid. You're supposed to come here to learn and to create and to blossom and to thrive. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're no witch. I'm a goddess, baby. So, I'm a goddess, yes. So are y'all. Y'all just haven't realized it. Some of y'all have. Some of y'all haven't. If you're going to label, divinely. Thank you for sharing and always willing to help us within this community. You are appreciated. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, girl. You don't like pickles? You said no pickles, please. That's a funny name. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Can you add some oil sheen to your wig? No, girl. I put some texturizing spray in it. It was too shiny. No, girl. I don't want my wig greasy. I need it to be thick and fluffy. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, oh my God. So, girl, I don't want to look like I'm walking around with a Shiny wig. I put texturizer in this wig to keep it from shining. That's a pro tip, ladies. If your wig is too shiny or you don't like dry shampoo and you want it to look thicker and more thick, like if you get a wig and it's not the thickness that you want, get you some texturizing spray and it's going to get real thick on you. You can do a little serum and make it shine a little bit on the top, but I like it kind of like thick and textured. Okay. No, it's not cheap. It just wasn't thick enough. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You want to know the type of wig it is. All right. You use that spray on your hair? Yeah, I use it. It's pretty good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said just block her. She doesn't deserve any attention, girl. She needs attention because nobody giving it to her at home. You know, that's what she got to come to get it. That's what she got to come to get it. So some people ain't as fortunate as everybody. Okay, SHERA. I had a powerful experience at 3 a.m. while writing where I smelled incense from the altar miles away. Does this mean my connection is growing? How do I develop this further? Okay, great. Writing. Oh, you smell some incense? Oh, okay. There's a word for that. I can't remember what it is. It's like clairsentient, I think. I don't know what it is. Like you can smell stuff. Like, okay. I've had that happen too a couple of times, but I smelled cigar smoke. It was weird. Sometimes you can connect with energies and they come with smells. Okay. A lot of times the incense, cigar smoke, it's always like a smoky smell or like a perfume. It's always like an essence or a smoke. So who do you know that loves incense? Or are you working with any type of energies that are related to some type of incense? You said you randomly smell perfume? Yeah. Someone said that's usually a visitor. Yeah, I definitely have smelled cigars and perfumes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You said, how do you hex a boyfriend who harmed or physically or psychologically who harmed you? Call his job, girl. You ain't got to do no hex. Just call his job up. All you gotta do. You don't even need no magic for that, man. You just need some phone numbers. All right. Some things you don't need magic for, darling. Okay. What are some ways to do preventive magic without physical spell work? Manifesting. Manifest in advance. Use your words. That's it. Manifest what you want in advance while you're not in lack of that thing that you're manifesting or while you're not thinking in lack. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You love this chittle. Thank you, girl. Also, when you woke up, or no, when you were writing at 3 o'clock in the morning, you were writing stuff down. Also think about the places that you visited as well, or things that you've been reading or studying, and you might get a better sense of, whatever energy was visiting that made the incense smell. Okay. Mm-hmm. He keeps changing jobs, and you have no contact with him over the few years now. How to? Well, if he keeps changing jobs, then obviously it's already done. You can't keep no job, girl. What? Or you know where he live? Does he rent or does he own? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think you can figure it out. You're 46. What age do you recommend for me? I look a wrong channel, baby. We own the SHERA Goddess channel. Read the name, baby. Oh, here we go. Read the name. We're on this channel. Don't ask me about no dust. Okay. You said who still uses oil sheen? I don't know who be using oil sheen on their wig, but their wig gonna be messed up if they do. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Church is in session. Y'all are silly. This isn't a beauty channel either. Stick to the topic. Yeah. No one else like SHERA. Lately, I have been having strong dreams, including prophetic ones. Advice on how to work with dreams. Interpret them with symbols. Whatever the things that stick out to you symbolically in your dreams as symbols, write them down and interpret what those symbols mean to you personally, because dreams are literally your subconscious mind trying to give you information. And your subconscious mind works through symbolism. So that's literally interpret dreams and pick out the main symbols in your dream. Don't interpret everything in the dream, just the symbols, the things that stand out. That's how you do it. Like when I used to do dream interpretations, people would get on my nerves when they would tell me their entire dream, because none of it matters except the symbols in it. Okay, so you get the environment. It's one of the symbols, where it is. The symbols in the environment that stuck out to you, not the storyline, but the symbols. All you need. Then you can interpret it. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said take your wig off? Why? I put it on to leave it on. Why would I take it off? Why do you care about what's under my wig? You need to care about getting some money, darling. Okay. And another thing about wigs. Wigs are a symbol of power, divinity. If you look throughout history, darling, so I'll get you one. Even even men are getting them things glued on at the barbershop. You did a baneful working, and then you had a dream that let me know. I don't want to interpret y'all's dreams, baby. But a dream lets you know the target has protection. How do I move past the protection to impact the target? You can't move past the protection to impact the target. The target is protected. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So go back to the drawing board. Now you can do a positive spell that can solve the problem without impeding the protection. So for example, I used to do this back in the day when I used to do spell work. So this girl wanted her boyfriend and her current girlfriend to break up. But instead of doing a breakup spell, because there was a protection, do a find another love spell for the woman. So she finds another man. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do something positive that doesn't have to move around a protection. You got to give them something that they want or something better, or introduce them to some other, path that doesn't need protecting. You know what I mean? So you got to like just change their path to something that's better. there, but it's out of your way still. So you still got to do something, but it's going to work out to their own advantage. So either way, you're just going to get more. So that's what you got to do. But it still will accomplish whatever you need it to accomplish as far as getting them out of your way. How to return a negative energy or evil eye back to a sender. You don't believe in it in the first place. Okay. Or you can just do a return to sender. If you do believe in it, do a return to sender spell. If you don't, then it doesn't even affect you. Hi, Shira. Have a grand day. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. See, you can avoid the whole thing if you just don't believe in certain things. But if you believe in it, then you got to do a return to sender, okay? If you believe. If you don't believe, you don't got to do nothing. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What are the different types of manifestation, and is overthinking is manifestation? If you got to overthink about something, it's because you don't have confidence in what you feel or believe or think about something, because you keep overanalyzing it in your mind because you're not sure. So you need to get sure about whatever it is you're doing. You need to get sure about it, do it and forget it. Okay? When you're unsure about something, it's because you don't know enough about it. So learn about it, get more sure, and then just let it be. I'm missing super chats. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me look. All right. I don't think I missed none. All right. Thank you, girl. Okay. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. So if you're trying to do spell work on somebody that's protected, you just got to redirect them in a positive direction. Because like some people, like, for example, let's say you don't want someone to work where you work anymore. Do a spell for them to find a better job somewhere else. Or a job, you know what I mean? Somewhere else that pays more. Because why would they leave their job unless it's a job that pays more? You get it? So even though you don't like the person, and if they have a protection over them and they can't go backwards, you got to put something else out there for their positive outcome. But it will remove them from your job just to another job. You know? And it's a win-win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, hey, Shira, tried your abstinence suggestion. Added it to my perfume, and it was a game changer. So use it as base, then spray yours on Alter Love. Okay. You love it? Okay, yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I remember that video when I talked about that. Thank you. I'm glad it worked for you. How to manifest a provider with spiritual journal. Write down the qualities that you're manifesting and leave it open to the general so that many will be attracted to you and you can pick which ones you want. Not just one, but some. Okay? Better to have some than just one. Yee. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Why did you stop doing spell work? I didn't. I just don't do it for people no more because they crazy. Girl, I used to do lots of spell work for people, but I don't do that anymore because I don't have to. Like, I don't feel like I have to anymore. I think I put a bunch of spells on my channel. I sell products. I have an online occult shop where you can buy your whole occult and spiritual needs, materials, and you can do your own spell work. But, when I did spell work for people, it was good, powerful, da, da, da. But now I don't have to. Why? Because I taught y'all how to do it already. So the playlist is there with all the spells and how to do them. Do them for yourself. Learn how to do it yourself, girl. And honestly, it's better if you do it yourself, unless you're dumb, don't know what you're doing. But it's better for y'all to do it for yourselves because you have more energy, you know the situation better, and your frequency is going to push it further. Like it's better for you to manifest for yourself. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You said pretty mean woman. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You said block these people, they're trolls. Girl, let the trolls in. I take troll energy. You're just giving me energy, baby. I'll take it. I'll take any troll energy, transmute it into activity and money. I don't mind, baby. That's why I don't have moderators, because I collect. They don't bother me, baby. Honestly, if you understand the meaning of trolls, what they're doing is getting rid of their negative energy because they have no way to transmute it because they don't know how. And they're just giving me their energy, and I'll take it and I'll transmute it and to use it for abundance and prosperity. Once they learn how to transmute their own negative energy, they'll be rich. They'll have money. They'll have what they want in life. Until then, they're going to have to just sit here and learn. I don't mind it at all. In fact, I welcome it. I've never, told trolls, no, go away. I'll take your energy, baby. Give it to me. Hi, ShERA. You're a VTuber streamer. Could you have a sprinkle blessing for your channel? Uh-oh. Okay, girl. Sprinkle. What's your name? Rain Cloud. Spelled different? Okay, girl. Sprinkle. Good luck, ma'am. Yeah. Can you do any spell on any day? If that's what you want to do. You free will. You sure can. All right. Yes, come through. Oh, I wanted to say thank you. I don't know who sent me this, but I had an Etsy wish list. And someone sent me this from my wish list. It's Aphrodite oil. Look, isn't it pretty? So thank you so much, girl. I think Maria sent me this. Yeah. And also this. All right. I'm gonna take it out of it. Okay. She also sent me this, which is like a lotion bar. I think it has roses in it. It's an Aphrodite lotion bar and Aphrodite oil for beauty. So thank you, girl. I appreciate you. And I think these are from Lunoria. I don't know, like on Etsy. So that's where they're from. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. I'm putting some on right now. It smells really good. Like roses. Okay. The perfume you made is called Aphrodite. It has roses and strawberry. Good for you, man. I love it. I love me some roses. Okay. You said witchcraft makes you ugly? Maybe the kind you doing. No, it don't. That's what they just told you. Make you look good, girl. Who told you that? Was they ugly too? Girl, it didn't make me ugly. Okay. ShERA, when you say preventative, can you stack manifestations? Yeah, if you want to. That's what you need to do. Oh my gosh, this smells like, it smells like cocoa, like chocolate, roses. It smells like Roses and chocolates. Literally smells like Valentine's Day. Chocolate and roses. Very nice. I love that. He said, how do you and the score with an energy vampire become a better one? You got to become a better one. If you can't become a better one, you got to go find somebody else that don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? He said, all the real witches are pretty and paid. They sure are. All right. Someone said become Dracula. That's right. Okay. Work on someone else, darling. If you can't get that one, you got to go get another one. Okay. Does having a clean space and less clutter always help with your manifestations? Yes. Organized, clean. It helps with your manifestation because when you know how to organize and keep something a certain way, you can do the same thing with energy, same thing with whatever you're manifesting. And things are always cluttered and messy and stuff like that. It's going to be jumbled. There's not going to be a clear pathway. There's not going to be enough space for the energies to come through and help you with your manifestation. So, and plus, if you think about every object is something with energy in it, if it's all cluttered and messy, there's going to be too much confusing, chaotic energy around you in order for something to manifest that you've been focused on. There's too much chaos around it. Yeah, you also feel better. Exactly. The energy is more clear and focused. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yay. You said make a video with no wig and makeup. I have some on my makeup channel. I have myself doing my own hair. I have myself doing my own makeup from scratch. If you want to go find a makeup channel, if you're so interested in hair and makeup, sir, I have a makeup channel. I have makeup videos. You could go to SheraSeven and look on my wig videos and my makeup tutorials if you really want to know about my makeup routine and my hair routine. Okay? I have the videos out there. You can just go find them. Just look it up. SheraSeven with no makeup. Just type that in, baby. SheraSeven with her real hair. Go type that into Google. You'll see it. All right. Just Google me. All right, you be all right. He's Googling right now. Don't let your wife see who you Googling. Or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whichever one you got. You said I got fans. Google me, sir. You can find the real looks. You want to see me all natural? Is that what you want? Like that Rihanna song? Okay. Besides a protective ward, what is the best way to transmute negative energy to beauty and money? To make sure that you do the spell in advance, the preventative magic to transmute all negativity into whatever it is you want. Do the preventative spell. Do the preventative manifestation. Do it and be done. Stop worrying about it after you do it. It's already done. Okay? Do it now. Do it tonight. Do it tomorrow. Do it whenever you need to do it. But do it and forget it. It's already done. No matter what negativity people spew to you, it's going to be transmuted automatically into abundance, into prosperity, into financial increase, into whatever you want, beauty or whatever. Do the spell and stop worrying about it. It's already done. That's it. That's why it's called preventative. It's like having insurance. All right? That's what you got to do. Do it and forget it, baby. It's done. Once it's done, it's done. You're good, no matter what. Okay. You said we like the gaze here. Yes, welcome gaze. We like the gaze. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I have a bunch of spells in a playlist on this channel. Just go to my channel page, click playlist, and there's a spells playlist. There you go. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Y'all are so silly. Okay, so we were talking about preventative, not desperate. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happens when y'all perform desperate magic. This is why y'all stuff be backfiring. Because y'all are doing manifestation and spells with desperate energy. And all you're doing is increasing that desperation. And it ain't going to work for you. So stop doing spells out of desperation. Stop doing spells in lack mindset. Some of y'all ask me, well, no matter what I do, no matter, because you're doing the spells at the wrong time. You're supposed to do them before you even need them. Before you even need them, before you even think about needing them. That's what you're supposed to do. When you're feeling your highest, your best, your most financial abundant, your prettiest, whatever spell you're trying to do, make sure you're in the highest frequency of what you're trying to create. Thank you, basically, Freddie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. Yeah. So no desperate magic. No. Only preventative, positive, high frequency magic. Mm-hmm. You said if spells work, why not curses? Because what do you want to work? It's all about you. It's all about what you want to work. You wield the energy, you wield the power. And preventative magic prevents negativity if you do it. Okay, so if you believe that whatever your spell work is supposed to do works, then why would you believe in a curse? If you already did the spell work to prevent that, you don't need to worry about that now, do you? Mm-hmm. You done. You good and done. You don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna affect you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Preventative medication prevents disease. Preventative things prevent disease, just like the medical industry. You take your supplements, you eat right, you make sure you drink enough water. Then you ain't got to worry about half the medical issues that don't do that have to worry about, and then they have to go rush to the pharmacy to get medication for their disease. It's preventative, just like preventative medicine. Okay. So if you have a person that's taking really good care of themselves, they're eating right, they're doing their exercise, they're drinking their water, they're eating their vegetables, they don't sit around here worried about diseases that they're never going to catch or things that they're never going to have to deal with because they took preventative measures. Okay. So it's kind of like that. Kind of like, stop worrying about it. If you're not on that type of lifestyle, it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. You what? You said what? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so preventative magic versus desperate magic. If you read any alchemy books, if you read any books on magic in general, you're going to see that it's a journey, not just something you pull out when you need it. It's a journey. It's a lifestyle. So treat it like a lifestyle. Thank you, Rose Quartz Radio. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you, girl. You just moved out of a space that was really old and haunted, and the spirits were draining. How can I cleanse? Girl, play some Michael Jackson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you one of them little crystal spiritual bowls. I got one right over here. You could probably see it. Hold on. You see it back there, right here? You need to get you one of these. And you need to cleanse your body. You need to take a little spiritual bath. Get your frequency back up. Get you some rose oil. Take you a little spiritual bath. Do your little ding. Then play some Michael Jackson and you all good, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says burn sage. Do it everything, girl. Do everything and have fun. Take your vitamins. You said, how do I get bored of it? Girl, I'm creative. I'll never be bored. I'm creative to be bored. My imagination is knowing too much to be bored. Okay. Oh, here's another good thing that you can think of. Instead of trying to move things around and change things, become the immovable and things will change around you. Be the constant. Be the cause. Okay? You ready for the MJ movie too? Yeah, you're sprinkle, sprinkle. Who is texting me this day? You got your outfit ready to go, girl? Me too. I got several outfits. I don't know which one I'm gonna wear to the MJ movie. Also, okay, so here's another idea for you guys. If y'all want to do manifesting or spell work or whatever, use the movie theater. It's dark in there. Go to the type of movie that you are trying to manifest, like the scenario of the movie. So, like, you were trying to represent, or manifest some type of love, go to a rom-com. If you're trying to manifest, being the greatest, go to the Michael Jackson and manifest whatever it is. Blah, 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 blah. That's a good way because you're going to be in that vibration and that frequency. You're going to be, happy, whatever, hopefully. That's a good time to manifest during the movies. Like, oh, yes, this is what I'm talking about. And you're also other people's energy around you as feeling the same thing. So it's kind of like having a coven. If you're in a movie theater and everybody's seeing the same movie, like on Thriller, and all that energy from people is feeling the same way, close enough to what you're feeling, you literally have a coven. You literally got a bunch of people on the same frequency, and you can use their energy to manifest what it is you're trying to manifest. Okay? Get all that energy and use it. I take all these people energy that's feeling the same thing and I amplify it to get this money or to get this result or to do this or to do that. So I use the movie theaters, okay? Energy vampires know how to do that. Okay, that's what they do. They go to crowds, they gather that energy and they wield it and they use it to whatever they need to use for it. Okay? That's what you do. Have you read any other Joseph P. Farrell books? I love him, and he was like, SHERA would love him and was so happy you had his book. I think that might have been the first one, but I definitely probably gonna read some more. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I definitely put that on, more of the books on the list. Appreciate you. What about like a sport event? Well, that depends. I don't know about sports because there's too many different energies there, like the competitive energy. You need an energy that's all in the same focus. Hmm. I mean, you could. It depends on what you're trying to do. Depends on what you're trying to do. Okay. You can use it any type of way, but it just depends what you're using it for. You did that at the Beyonce concert. I know. Yeah, you could feel the energy in the concerts. Woo. If you go to a concert of like a mega star, you can feel the energy. It's like electricity. You'll feel it. Have y'all ever been to a concert of somebody that major? You can feel that energy. You don't even have to try. You just feel it. It feels electric. It's like on your skin, like little, not like goosebumps, but like literal electricity. All right. You said you went to the weekend. Well, he Beyonce, girl. What the heck? You got to go to Beyonce to get that energy. She said Beyonce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I said mega star. I said Beyonce. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Prince. That's where you gonna feel. That's where you would have felt the energy. You ain't gonna feel it nowhere else. I'm so sorry. You better get to it. That's why them concert tickets high. Maybe Kanye. I haven't been to no Kanye. Yeah, I haven't been to a concert with him, but I can feel it. Like I feel like you would feel it in there too. If preventative magic works best at a high vibration, what should you do when you're at your lowest? Transmute first or something else? Get into a good mood. Get into a better mood. Okay, do something to put you in a higher frequency. Comedy helps you laugh. Taking a shower or getting clean helps your frequency as well. Thinking about memories that make you smile. Listening to music that lifts your spirits and your vibration. So get into the mood first before you do anything. You got to take control of the situation. You got to raise the frequency. You have to raise the number on the dial. You got to change that number on the dial. All right. You got to change that number on the dial. Okay. And change the frequency level. Get it higher. Then do it. Right. How do you stop people feeding off your energy while you're trying to get there in the crowd? You feed off their energy. Or Or you could do a protection spell on that, a preventative protection spell to keep all your energy, or to only receive positive energy. And instead, okay. Or to be able to transmute anything negative into something positive. You just need to be like, I'm only accepting positive energy. Nothing, and do your spell work to not get drained. I don't know. Read the title, Preventative. Whatever you sitting there worried about, make you a little list and then do the preventative spell work so you ain't got to worry about it no more. Okay, whatever you sit up late at night worried about, do some preventative magic and then stop worrying. It's literally it. Yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Can spells change the way we live or look and motivate us more, or is your dashboard? You need to have your vision in mind before you do anything. What do you want to look like? What do you see yourself looking like? Manifest and do spell work from the end of the story and to the current moment. Then you can see the results already and expect them. How do you believe in spiritual stuff? There's Smith higher cuz what? There's something higher because I know origin of the universe versus cannot just be an accident. Oh, paradox, baby. So to believe in something higher means that there's levels to it, right? Or dimensions. Or parallel multiverses that go out in every direction. Pinpoints on the outside of a sphere. Different perspectives from a 360. What else are you looking at? What's looking at you? You know what I'm saying? So it's not about if you believe in something higher. It's if you believe in something. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is the egg fertilized? Is the chicken here? Is the egg inside the chicken? Did the chicken come from an egg? Paradox. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. Just do what you got to do. Thrive. You said she came first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did the chicken have an egg inside of it already? Yes, it did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Simultaneously. You said, I'm the egg. And the chicken was a female, and the female already had an egg in it. They came at the same time. Now, now stop it, okay? It's a paradox, just like women. Okay. You mentioned talking to yourself in several mirrors at once. Oh, yeah, that's a multiverse talk right there, like Doctor Strange. Y'all ever watch Doctor Strange? It's pretty good. If you're gonna do any type of manifesting and you want to go beyond, like this is for like those bigger thinkers. If you believe in multiverse, omniverse, then if you use mirrors to manifest and manifest in every multiverse or omniverse, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, live in ever, whatever, you can go even broader. You know what I mean? Y'all getting the Marvel comics involved? Mm-hmm. So if you say, okay, on every multiverse and every universe and every omniverse, I'm rich. and this, and that, then that's what it is, baby. Okay. Mm-hmm. I have been on this channel for over 10 years. I've probably done everything y'all are asking about. If you just go back and watch the older videos, yeah. Okay. Like literally. Woman is the origin. There you go. Chicken and the egg came at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Wait, you do preventative magic every day. How do you project generation and teach them gen after gen? You just do the spell for everybody. Be done. Whether they do it or not, don't matter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now you can teach them for their own well-being, so that they can feel like that they've done something to prevent. Because sometimes it's all mental. It's mental. So you can do it for them and not worry about them, but you can teach them what you did, so that when they need to do it for their own mind's sake, that they can do it. Okay? You don't have to, but if they want to know, if they're curious, or you can just tell them what you did, and then if they want to do it, they have the free will to do it or not. You know what I mean? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's kind of like when your mom says, "Oh, I pray for you," or your grandma say, "Oh, I mean, you're in my prayers." It's the same thing, except okay, I already did a protection spell on y'all. Y'all good, but stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You said do the spell everyone and teach them. Okay, sounds good. Yes. Just tell them what you did. They'll figure it out. And maybe they'll walk in more confidence and sure of themselves as well. And worry a lot less. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but don't force your beliefs on your children. Just let them observe, let them ask questions. Curiosity is the best way for people to become interested in something. I don't recommend forcing your beliefs on people that don't want to, I recommend sharing what you do. And if they're interested, teach them. But if they're not, don't force them. Maybe they have another spiritual path to walk. Or maybe it's not time for them to learn yet. And maybe if they saw and they want to be curious later on and explore that option, it's, they know how to do it. But I don't believe in forcing people to believe stuff. Okay. Thank you. How to address higher self, God, to manifest the same. Just talk to yourself, baby. Program your subconscious mind, talk to yourself, manifest. That's the same thing, baby. Erica. So just think of yourself as a Sims character. Or your real higher self is the energy outside of you, and you're just like inside of it. So when you talk to it, it's going to have a communication or a vibration with your message in it. You know what I'm saying? So when you just speak, you done. You done. So imagine your physical form, and then there's a bigger aura form of energy surrounding you. That's your higher self, that energy, that higher energy. And it's like giant. It's a giant. You're just like a little person inside of it. And so when you speak, when you say blah, 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 your voice vibrates through that energy and it communicates with it. And then that's your higher self. And your higher self can do the same to your lower self. It can think something or feel something or speak something or vibrate something and get that information back to you. That's called intuition. Okay? If you think about it, it's like I just have a feeling. I just got that. I just have a feeling. It's like a communication back and forth. Mm-hmm. What? So preventative versus desperate. Don't be desperate, baby. Don't come from a place of lack. Don't manifest and do spell work where you're not feeling good. No, don't do none of that. Wait till you feel your best. Wait till you don't even need it, but you're just doing it just in case for the future. Okay? Here you go. Any way to protect energy from narcissistic people? Yes. Don't be around them and stop caring what they think and stop listening to them. Listen to someone else who's more positive. Listen to yourself. Stop taking people's opinions and how they treat you as something that you need to accept. You don't need to accept people. You can literally just walk away, or you can literally just say, I don't think so. Or, well, thank you for sharing your opinion, but I don't agree. Okay? You choose to be around narcissistic people, that's a choice. So learn how to make better choices and protect your energy by knowing yourself and doing, maybe you can do a spell work not to attract them, or maybe you can do a spell work to not have the victim mindset or mentality that attracts them to you. Okay? Because most narcissists are attracted to people that are a victim mindset. So maybe you can do a spell to not have a victim mindset, which you ain't gonna take no BS from nobody, period. Okay, maybe that'll prevent it. Because there's some people that narcissists will not even come close to. They know that they can't do anything with them. Be one of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You think a narcissist will come up to me? Do you think they're gonna jump up to get beat down? I don't think so. They're gonna jump up, but ain't nothing gonna happen because you ignore narcissists. You don't be around them. You don't even acknowledge their presence. You do something else, baby. Just going to be performing by themselves. All right. Staying unbothered is one of your greatest forms of protection. He wasn't the attention. He wasn't the attention since his mama at work, and he wants attention because his mama at work, and he's done burned his video game up. Girl, how old is this person? Because they sound like a teenager. Mm-hmm. Right. Silly, huh? Sprinkle, sprinkle to you too. Narcs don't exist to you either, girl. I know that's right. Thoughts on new moons? What? Okay, if you do things according to moon phases, then do them according to the moon phases. There's information out there. Follow the directions if that's what you do. If you understand who you are, you can do whatever you need to do at any time. You know what I'm saying? But if you follow the moon phases, study them, read them, and do what they say they do, and believe it or don't. It's up to you. Everything is a belief system. Okay. Whether you feed into it or not, whether you choose to feed into it or not. Now, if you have a group of people that believe that, then you can use that energy to manifest more because so certain people choose a time to do certain things. There's more energy out and about focusing on certain things. So if that's what you want to use it for that. But anybody can do anything at any given time. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. You said you think you're just meant to be a princess. Yes. Okay. So I'm glad y'all understand. Wonderful. What are some ways to manifest like a vision board? Yeah, you can use that. You can use a manifestation journal. You can use a coloring book. Oh, sorry, that has pages in it that, you know, go with what you're trying to manifest. Like for my SheraSeven channel, I have a coloring book with like soft life stuff in there, wealth, abundance, social stuff, beauty. So, when you're coloring, you can literally manifest the lifestyle that you desire and want in a creative manner and create something in beauty out of it as well. You can do that with vision boards, Pinterest boards, whatever you choose. You can just write a list. Okay. You said I have an awesome coloring book. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm glad you got it. Yes. Style. There's some little pictures on the back. Mm-hmm. Great gift idea. Yes. Some people buy them for their teenagers. Some people buy them to relax and, do adult coloring and manifesting. Thank you. Tips for moving into a new home. Your past neighbor was horrible energy. I did a few spells to stop her energy. Why are you letting neighbors into your house, girl? You're not supposed to make friends with your neighbors. You'll move on Saturday. You want to set a foundation girl, you thinking too much. You overthinking, baby. Just move, baby, and do some sage in the new house and stop letting people in your house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Problem solved if you stop talking to people next door, okay? Don't answer the door and don't go over there. There you go. I'm telling you, I lived in a neighborhood for over 10 years, did not know any of my neighbors. Why? Because I don't want to. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't stop letting people in your life that don't need to be there. Just because they live next door don't mean you got to be their friend. Okay? Stop being too friendly. Problem solved. My neighbors did not even know my name. They didn't know who I was. They just saw me leaving and going. Why? Because I don't need to know extra people in my life. Problem solved. But preventive. Okay. If you gotta listen to me, ladies. Anyone who lives in a house or an apartment. If you have had trauma or drama by neighbors, stop talking to them. No matter where you go. End it before it starts. Be in and be out. Be busy. Be on the phone. They come to the door, don't answer. Got it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Problem solved. Prevented. Okay? Okay, thank you. We lived in an apartment building in very close proximity and we were not friendly. She tried to get me excited. Well, then you should have just ignored her and kept it moving, man. We don't care enough. Stop caring so much. I'm not talking to nobody. I got my earbuds in. I'm on the phone. I'm walking past you. I might wave to you, but that's it. Okay? Nothing more. I don't have time for that. Can certain people cause you negative results or interfere? If so, what can you do to protect if you have interact? Stop worrying about other people. Do what you need to do when you're in a positive mindset and stop worrying about other people. If you think other people can affect you, then they can. If you don't think that they can affect you, then obviously you're coming from a place of power and not worrying about anybody affecting you. You know what I mean? So you got to know who you are. You got to know the mindset that you're working with. Are you working from a goddess mindset or a higher mindset? A cause slash instead of effect? Which mindset are you working from? Are you working in a mindset where people can alter what you're doing and what you say about your life? No, you shouldn't be. Okay. Are you worried about every little thing? Then why are you practicing magic? Why are you manifesting if you're just going to manifest with doubt? You need to understand where you're coming from, be in a higher frequency, and then say it and be done with it. Okay. Stop worrying about all that other mess. Prevent it by just saying, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is in place. Nothing can touch it. Da, 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 da. It's done. Be like that. Be done with it. If you sit there and worry about it, you didn't do it right. If you sit there and worry about stuff, you're not sure of yourself. You're not coming from the perspective of a higher perspective. You're coming from a perspective of doubt, and that ain't how you do it. Okay? So stop worrying about everybody else. They don't exist. Okay? Their energy, their interference does not exist. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? So some of y'all create your own problems as well. By doing too much, by thinking too much, by trying to have all these different types of people in your life. And then once they come into your life, now you're trying to get them out. Look, keep your circle small, be the cause so you control the effect, so you can control the effect. Okay. You said, who hurt me? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for asking. I've been wanting to get this off my chest for quite some time. It was on a Thursday, June 25th, 2009. That dang Conrad Murray, that's who did it. All right. That's his name. My heart was hurt. All right. Anyway, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, is he serious? You know that's what I was going to say, girl. You knew it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you know. Can't hide it no more. You didn't get me. That dang Conrad Murray. That's who hurt me. And he hurt all y'all too, didn't he? He hurt so many women and men. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you so much, girl. You know, I got my candle ready. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, though. Appreciate you. You was 19 and you was crying, girl. I'm so sorry, girl. Yeah. Girl, I was in a panic. Girl, I was driving. I was in my car when I heard it on the radio. I was driving. I was in a panic. I was like, this can't be real. I rushed home, ran to the TV, turned that TV on, and I saw them helicopters and stuff. What's going on, my man? My man. What do you think about visualizing? I think it's a good thing. You should do it. See the results that you want before you even start. Work backwards, baby, with the results already done. And then visualize the path to how you got there by going backwards. to the current moment in your mind, or that you are in right now? How did you get there? What did you take? See it play out. He said it was devastating, darling. My man. Our man. Not mine. Oh, it's ours. Our man's. Girl, we all lost our husband that day, girl. One of them, anyway. Of our husbands. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Prince, too. Why did he do us that way? Well, rest in peace to our mans. All right. He was supposed to say no if the angels took him from this earth. No. He said, they sure did. They got our man, girl. They done got him. Something wrong. On my head. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, stop promoting the AI coloring book. Why is this AI? Somebody made this for me, girl. I hired somebody to make this. Stop talking about what you don't know about. Stop talking about what you don't know about. I hired somebody to use AI to make this, so shut up. I don't know if they used AI. This don't really look like AI, but I actually paid a human being to make this for me. So if they used AI, that's their problem. That's their stuff. But I actually paid a human to do this for me. So thank you, girl. You know who you are. Stop assuming that you know everything about what I do. A human being got paid to make that for me, okay? Don't worry. Rest assured. Well, I don't know if they used AI or not, but they got paid. Okay. All right. You said, but why does it matter? I don't know. Are you a coloring book maker that lost out on a job opportunity? I'm not sure why. That would be bad. You know, everybody mad about everything, but don't offer no services. Stop doing that. Don't do this. Don't. Do you do it? Then shut up. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Do you offer services? No, then shut up. Do you have the answer, Sway? What are ways to higher frequency? Well, laughter is number one. Rose oil you can use to higher your frequency. Laughing, rose oil, water, plenty of water. Good mood. Anything that makes you in a better mood. Definitely. Stay away from negative people, though. Look for the solutions instead of at the problems. Be solution oriented, yeah. Look from a higher perspective instead of the perspective that's lower or at your own perspective. Look from a higher perspective. That's how. You said they mad because what? Why are people trying to use your stream to bring you down? That's lack energy, girl. I mean, you know, maybe they mama don't like them. I don't know. I can't tell you why, but I'll just take their energy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I rode on a short bus? Well, how do you know? Was you there? Was you the driver? Look, I ain't even gonna say you was on there. Was you the driver? Because that seems like the type of job you would have. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what? You was the driver? Okay. Well, you know what? You got bigger problems than I did. All right. What are the ways to shift our energies to attract better people? Look good, feel good, smell good. Get to good areas with better people in them. You know, I talk about that on my other channel. Go to the nicer areas where there's better people with positive energy. You say he just confirmed that he was a driver. Ain't that something? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, do you still do spells and rituals? Yeah, for myself. Not for other people, though. All right. It's weird to charge people for a book with AI errors. You deserve your money back, and customers deserve quality. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sure they don't care. Got my picture on it. I don't see no 6 fingers, though. Oh, I see them. You're right. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm sorry. I paid someone to do it. If they used AI, you know, let them use what they got to use. So when I was a kid, I used to draw 6 fingers too in my AI. I just keep drawing. When I was drawing a hand as a kid, I was like, I forgot to stop. I will. Good for AI, you know, express yourself. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll see y'all soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.